The arch-Remainer took to Twitter earlier today to share his thoughts with the 154,000 followers he amassed on the social media platform. Lord Adonis wrote, "It is clearer and clearer that Brexit has to be reversed, step by step, to prevent social and economic calamity in Britain." However, his comments did not go down well with a lot of people who furiously replied to his post. Replying to Lord Adonis' initial post, one user wrote, "After 5 years, you would think that some kind of acceptance of the new reality would happen, independent of how one voted. At some point it is time to move on." Another said, "It really isn't happening." A third added, "Absolute rubbish." While a fourth wrote, "The problem you have, Andrew, is about half of the claims you're making are not true, you're quickly becoming the boy who cried wolf. Brexit isn't about to be reversed. The world ain't flat. We don't need obsession, we need real solutions, for the real issues." Others agreed with Lord Adonis. One person wrote, "Totally agree, Brexit is an unmitigated disaster. But how do we reverse it when Keir Starmer doesn't even discuss it?" Another said, "People need to put pride to one side and organize a progressive alliance as a matter of urgency. We need sensible minds working together for the good of the country now. If not, I fear Labour will lose yet again and we will find ourselves further down the U-bend of Tory ineptitude." The news comes after Leaver Paul Embury claimed that Brexit naysayers such as Lord Adonis have been consistently wrong about the impact of quitting the bloc. Mr. Embury said, "None of their predictions have come true." Lord Adonis has been active on social media in recent weeks, branding the decision to leave the EU as a catastrophe, and railing against food shortages and new roaming charges. However, Mr. Embury remains unconvinced by the Labour peers' gloomy assessment. He told Express.co.uk, "The truth is they were always going to portray Brexit as a disaster, we know that, we could have predicted that. Whatever went on in the first few months or the first couple of years after we left the EU, there was going to be a group of hardline EU fanatics who were going to argue that this is a disaster, this is what we told you what happened." Mr. Embury added, "But actually, if you look at their predictions during the referendum, almost none of them have come true. We were told that the economy was going to tank, we were told that there was going to need to be an emergency austerity budget, that unemployment would go through the roof, interest rates would go through the roof, there was even going to be a threat to peace in Europe. And none of that has happened." As a result, opponents of Brexit were now focusing on smaller problems and highlighting any bump in the road, in a bid to make their point. He said, for example, problems with the Northern Ireland Protocol. Mr. Embury concluded, "But the scale of issues is nothing like they predicted.